Thank you for being here. Before we have our Pledge of Allegiance, we are going to have our invocation. We also have Pack 90 here with us today, the Cub Scouts, and they're going to help us with our pledge. But before we get to the pledge, we will have our invocation. Please stand.
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for this beautiful day you've given us to come out and assemble ourselves together and conduct the business of the great city of Northport, Alabama. Give each council person here wisdom. Guide them in the direction that this city needs to go. Lord, just thank you for loving us. Thank you for everything that you do for us. Thank you for blessing our city. These things we ask. Amen.
Amen. Pack 90, if you will come to the podium here where you can get next to the microphone and lead us in our pledge.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Everyone can be seated. Ms. Webb, call roll, please.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Present.
Councilman Washington?
Here.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Here.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Here.
President Hogg?
Here. Item 4 is presentations. We have a few on the agenda tonight. Mayor Herndon will lead us in all of those. So, Mayor Herndon, the floor is yours.
I'm going to get my 5 assistant mayors to come up here and stand with me. We're going to give them some practice standing in front of crowds, okay? And just smile at them. They were told to make funny faces behind my back or things like that, but let's don't do that, okay? All right, there we go. We have some other special guests here, and we're recognizing Down syndrome. If we get our special guests to come up here with us. Come on, guys. Everybody come on up. We thank y'all for being here. And I've got a proclamation I'm going to read, and it's going to take me a minute because it's pretty long, and I've got copies for each of you. Whereas Down syndrome is the most frequently occurring chromosomal disorder and is the leading cause of intellectual and developmental delay in the United States. And whereas approximately 1 in every 700 children are born with Down syndrome, representing an estimated 6,000 births per year in the United States, with approximately 85 of those annual births occurring here in Alabama. And whereas possessing a wide range of abilities, people with Down syndrome are active participants in educational, occupational, social, and recreational circles of our communities, and whereas yet, despite significant increases in lifespan and intellectual opportunities over the past decade, there's still much work to be done regarding the rights to equality, inclusion, education, medical care, research, employment, and support for people with Down syndrome. And whereas Northport encourages all citizens to work together to celebrate the lives of individuals with Down syndrome, and remember to appreciate and regard every individual with dignity as a valued member of the community. And whereas through public awareness, the City of Northport supports the initiatives of organizations working to ensure people with Down syndrome have adequate services, are valued by society, and can lead fulfilling and productive lives in our community. Therefore, I, Bobby Herndon, as mayor of the great city of Northport, do hereby proclaim the month of October 2022 as Down Syndrome Awareness Month in support of individuals with Down syndrome, as well as their families, advocates, researchers, and medical professionals. I encourage all Northport citizens to work together to promote respect and inclusion of individuals with Down syndrome and to celebrate their accomplishments and contributions. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you. Y'all did great. Hey, well, I got some more. There you go. Hang on, I got some more coming up.
this time we're going to judge who has the biggest smile back here. So we're watching.
As we started several years ago, we like to recognize a business of the month in the great city of Northport. Tonight's business of the month is probably the biggest employer that the city of Northport has, and that is DCH Northport, DCH Health System. Ms. Kiefer, if you'll come up. This is Katrina Kiefer. She is the new CEO of the DCH Health System. Good to see you again.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
And she's doing an awesome job, hit the ground running. And, of course, I love DCH Northport. Been there many times and always been treated well. But whereas DCH Health System has been providing quality and compassionate health care to its friends and neighbors in West Alabama for more than 90 years. And whereas DCH Health System includes 3 hospitals, DCH Regional Medical Center in Tuscaloosa, Northport Medical Center in Northport, and Fayette Medical Center in Fayette. And whereas DCH Health Systems is one of Northport's largest employers, providing jobs to hundreds of our citizens here in Northport and beyond. And whereas the physicians and staff at DCH Medical are devoted to relieving human suffering through the prevention and treatment of illness and injury. And whereas our community is appreciative of the contribution DCH plays in advancing the art and science of medicine in the never-ending fight against disease. And whereas Northport is fortunate to have the dedicated administration, physicians, staff, and volunteers of DCH to continue administering services in the face of danger and uncertainty. Now, therefore, I, Bobby Herndon, as mayor of the great city of Northport, along with the city council, and on behalf of the citizens of Northport, express our sincere appreciation to DCH Health System for their diligent work in our community and proclaim DCH Health System Northport Medical Center to be Business of the Month, September 22. And
Thank you.
very much. Anything you want to say?
Well, I thank you, Mr. Mayor, and thank you, council members. It's been great to get to know many of you. I look forward to spending some time with you. But just we're so appreciative of our partnership with Northport, and really look forward to continuing to work, even with the new subcommittee that's been formed to really address health and wellness of the citizens of Northport. So I appreciate the opportunity to be with you tonight, and I really look forward to you calling on me as you see that I can help meet additional needs for your citizens. So thank you very much.
Very good.
I think it was a tie that time on smiling, so this is the last chance.
We got a proclamation. Counselor, if you want to come up. This is District Attorney Hayes Webb. A good guy. Come right here so I can read this to you. You doing okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you very
Good to
much.
see you, man. Whereas the Tuscaloosa County District Attorney's Office is essential in prosecuting serious crimes within Tuscaloosa County and the city of Northport, and whereas the Tuscaloosa County District Attorney's Office provides excellent services to the citizens, law enforcement agencies, and crime victims within Tuscaloosa County. And whereas the Tuscaloosa County District Attorney's Office engages with the community through relationships with law enforcement, faith-based groups, treatment providers, and other first responders. And whereas the Tuscaloosa County District Attorney's Office has led annual community events touching multiple facets of the community, including undertaking public education regarding the effects of opioid abuse, has conducted a school safety training regarding active shooters, provided a faith-based community resource day, along with providing a community resources guide publication. And whereas the city of Northport values public safety and desires to recognize the services of the Tuscaloosa County District Attorney's Office through support, including funding. Now, therefore, I, Bobby Herndon, as mayor of the city of Northport, along with the city council and on behalf of the citizens of Northport, express our sincere appreciation to the Tuscaloosa County District Attorney's Office for their diligent work throughout our city. And I appreciate you very much,
Thank you very
man.
much, Mayor. I
You're
appreciate it.
welcome.
Thank
And
you.
we got a little, well, we got a big something for you. Where is that
Yeah,
thing?
thank you.
Hey, guys, help her grab that. Thing's heavy. Yeah, y'all help her grab that. That is something else. There you go. Look at that. Oh, look at him strain. Okay. All right. Let's just turn right here. We're gonna turn. We're gonna face the cameras. Please, if you want to get in here, along with all my assistant mayors, come on in here.
Mayor for today. That's great.
Everybody see the camera?
just want to say thank you. We talked about both public safety and relationships in there, and we take both of those very seriously. So to each of you, thank you. It's the first. I honestly think, as we, the funding problems, it's an unfortunate issue that we're facing, very serious issue. And this may be, we try to resolve things and look for solutions to problems and be novel and think outside the box. And this may be, Northport may be the first city in the state of Alabama to provide support to a district attorney's office. So thank you for that. We are exceptionally pleased for the relationship we have with y'all, with the people here. I'm a Northport resident happily, and we have a wonderful relationship with local law enforcement broadly, but particularly as well with the City of Northport's Police Department. They do a fantastic job. So thank you very much. We really appreciate the support and appreciate the appreciation of the people in our office and what they're doing. So thank you.
Ms. Webb, can you piggyback on that as well? And I know Mr. Webb was talking about the way that Northport could be the first group that has done this, and how we were fortunate enough to do this with some opioid money that we have received and what it can be used for.
I'll be glad to do that.
Okay.
As you are aware, you have voted twice to accept settlements on opioid litigation, and those settlements have certain constraints, and part of those constraints are support of law enforcement and law enforcement efforts. And so the recommendation for funding of the district attorney's office came through those particular funds. So the opioid litigation settlement funds that will be received by the City of Northport have helped to offset the cost of funding the district attorney's office.
Yes, ma'am. That was something I just wanted us to make sure that we put out there, just because when we're up here and we are making votes for that type of settlement agreements, it's good to see where that money is going and what it's doing locally here, not only in Northport but Tuscaloosa County. So, Hayes, thank you for being here.
Thank you all very much. Yeah, thank you.
Next on the agenda is approval of the agenda, and I will make the motion to approve the agenda as printed with the addition of an executive session and item 8B9, which is for our comprehensive plan awarding, and also 8B10, which is a vehicle surplus and a donation to Safe Kids. I know those items were not on the original agenda that was printed, so I do want to make the motion with the addition of executive session, an 8B9, which is comprehensive plan awarding, and 8B10, vehicle surplus and donation to Safe Kids. Once again, that is in form of a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Yes.
President Hall.
Yes. Item 6 is visitors to address the council. We have no one signed up to speak tonight. Item 7 is unfinished business. 7A1 is a second reading of an ordinance adjusting water and sewer fees and garbage rates. Mr. Davis.
Yes, Mr. President, this ordinance has not changed since the first reading, and is ready for vote by the council.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the ordinance adjusting water and sewer fees and garbage rates?
So move.
That's a motion by Councilman Hinton. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments?
Mr. President, just want to appreciate this council taking this action. I was in a city last week delivering water that hadn't been proactive in keeping up their water systems, and it's got them into a lot of trouble. So thank you guys for taking these necessary steps.
Yes, sir. And I will add to that just a little bit that, once again, this is for administrative fees here. And then also, this was done because of a study that we had. So this was not just city staff or the council members or the mayor that come up with this. We had an outside independent firm take a look at everything that we have going on with our water and sewer, and our garbage and everything that's going on with that. Take a comprehensive look at that to see exactly where we stand and what we can do better. And as it stands, this was their recommendation to us. So this was not something that was done lightly. This is not something that was done out of haste or any other way of thinking. This was just a way for us to be proactive, to make sure that we are having the cleanest water that we possibly can, and also that we are doing our best to oversee the expenditures that we have for this. So I just wanted to point that out, and it's always good when, Mayor, I know you saw the devastation of what they're going through in Jackson in their water treatment and the things that they are lacking. And it's good to know that your tax dollars here are being put to good use and making sure that we're doing the right things for the citizens of Northport. So I have a motion by Councilman Hinton. I have a second by Councilwoman Bobo. We've had comments from myself and Mayor Herndon. Anyone else?
Yes, Mr. President, I'd like to make a few comments.
Okay.
Just in support. Garbage rate increased. The rates have not increased in over 12 years. Cost of fuel equipment has increased greatly during this time. Services are costing much more than we're collecting and have been for years. With the increased rates, the monthly garbage charge for residential customers will still be less than the monthly charge for garbage rates in Pickens County, Hill County, and Tuscaloosa County. In terms of water and sewer rates, again, base rates have not increased in over 10 years for production and treatment of water and wastewater. Rate study conducted by the consultants shows that the city loses money each month. This has happened for many years. Cost of production and treatment has increased dramatically during this time. Inflation is a driver of cost increases. We're fast approaching sewage capacity in certain areas of the city. New lines will be required. Fast growth has created the need for new water lines and sewer lines. And another point, general fund is still having to pay back money borrowed from water sewer from years ago. And this is creating, we have to pay that plus additional money in relation to the cost of all this sewage and water.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Hinton. Anyone else? If not, call roll.
Councilwoman Bobo.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 7A2 is the second reading of a permanent resolution adopting fiscal year 2023 general fund operation budget. Mr. McGee.
Yes, Mr. President. This is for our annual 2023 general fund operational budget. Is just over $41.3 million.
Okay. Is there a motion by council to approve this permanent resolution adopting the fiscal year 2023 general fund operational budget?
So moved.
That is a motion by Councilwoman Bobo. That is a second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? I do want to say one thing. This is year 2 since I've been on the council that we have seen the adoption of the budget prior to October 1st.
That is correct.
So
We're very proud of that.
I am very proud of that. That is definitely something to be commended with staff and everyone working together to get this done. So my first 4 years, it was always extending the previous budget to wrap this up.
Right.
And it might have been that way prior to me being here, but I do say that this is a breath of fresh air to see everyone working together in all the departments to make sure that this is done as adequately and as time sensitive as it should be. So thank you to you. Thank you to everyone on the staff for doing that. If there's no further questions or comments, I will ask Ms. Weld to call roll.
Councilwoman Bobo.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton.
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes.
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. And 7A3 is a second reading of a permanent resolution adopting fiscal year 2023 water and sewer operational budget. Mr. McGee.
Yes, and this is just over an $11 million budget for water and sewer fund.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the permanent resolution of the fiscal year 2023 water and sewer operational budget?
So moved.
Motion by Councilman Hinton. Is there a second? Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo? Yes. Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. 8B1 is a resolution authorizing an agreement with ESO Solutions Incorporated for NFIRS and EHR compliant reporting software. Chief Marshal.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. This is for ESO to continue to provide our reporting management software for both National Fire Incident Reporting reports and our electronic health records as required.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve this resolution for this reporting software for a period of 1 year? Also, this agreement will also allow the city administrator to, this approval of this agreement also allows the city administrator for any requisitions related to said agreement. That's a motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. 8B2 is a resolution fixing the cost of nuisance weed abatement and authorizing filing a lien for property located at Moore Circle. Mr. Davis.
Yes, Mr. President, this is ready to be voted on by the council to allow us to recoup our cost.
Okay. I will point out that this is parcel number 63-20-09-32-005-001.030. This does require a public hearing for this agenda item, so I will open up the floor for a public hearing. If there's a member in the audience that would like to come speak for or against this agenda item, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record. Seeing none, I will close the floor for the public hearing. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the resolution fixing the cost of nuisance weed abatement and authorizing filing a lien for the property located at Moore Circle that we have addressed by parcel number? That is a motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Hinton. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. AB3 is a resolution fixing the cost of nuisance weed abatement and authorizing filing a lien for property located at 3600 17th Street. Mr. Davis.
Yes, so this again will allow us to recoup our expenses. It's ready for vote by the council. After
Okay.
Public hearing.
Once again, there's a public hearing for this agenda item. I will open the floor for public hearing. If there's a member in the audience that would like to come speak for or against this agenda item, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record. Seeing none, I will close the floor for public hearing. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt this resolution? That's a motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. Item 8B4 is a resolution authorizing water service outside of the city limits at 15801 Brownville Road. Mr. Davis.
Yes, Mr. President, this has come with a favorable recommendation from staff. Again, concludes all of the usual requirements for this type of service.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the resolution authorizing water service outside the city limits to be provided for the property located at 15801 Brownville Road pursuant to the conditions in the resolution? That's a motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. 8B5 is a resolution declaring an emergency and authorizing emergency equipment purchase. Mr. Webb.
Yes, at our wastewater plant, we had the motor and gearbox on our grit bridge failed, and we had to make an emergency purchase to get those replaced.
Okay. Member of council that would like to move to adopt the resolution declaring emergency and authorizing emergency equipment purchase for the purchase of a gearbox and motor for the grit bridge at wastewater treatment plant.
So moved.
That is a motion by Councilwoman Bobo, that's second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. 8B6 is a resolution amending Resolution 22-139, establishing a healthcare subcommittee and appointing members to the committee. Ms. Webb.
Yes, sir. We had a clerical error in the first reading and adoption of this item, and it needs to be expanded to reference health and wellness of the entire community, excuse me. So we're asking for an amendment to that
Okay.
resolution.
So this will just be, just for the clarification of expanding the scope of what was previously done.
Clarification of the purpose.
Clarification.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the resolution amending Resolution 22-129, establishing a healthcare subcommittee and appointing members to the committee?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilman Hinton, second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes? Yes. President Hogg?
Yes. AB 7 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator to negotiate and enter into an agreement with Krebs Law LLC for additional legal services. Mr. Davis.
Yes, as you know, J.R. Krebs is working very closely with the city on the pending lawsuit against Eddie Kane Steel. This would allow the city administrator to work with his firm for some additional legal services to be provided.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt this resolution?
So moved.
It's a motion by Councilwoman Bobo. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. AB 8 is a resolution authorizing cost sharing of upgraded sidewalk at Clear Creek Colony. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, we entered into an agreement with a contractor building sidewalks on Clear Creek Colony as a result of a development. And we worked with them to extend the sidewalks down to Clear Creek and also widen the sidewalks. So this is one of our first projects out of the sidewalk bank, and we're excited to have this project.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to adopt this resolution?
So moved.
Motion by Councilman Hinton. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. 8B9 is a resolution, excuse me. This is one that we have added to the agenda. 8B9 is a resolution awarding comprehensive plan to KPS.
Yes, sir. This resolution will tentatively award the comprehensive plan project to KPS and will also authorize the city administrator to negotiate the scope and fee for that project.
Okay.
This does come with a favorable recommendation from the administrative committee.
How long have we been working on this, Ms. Ram?
Oh, my goodness. A long time.
It seems like it, don't it?
Yes.
I'm glad to see it's finally on the agenda, and I know good things will come from it. So
Yes. The last time we had a land use plan update was in 2006.
it's time.
Time.
Well, I am definitely looking forward to this, so I'm sure other members of council are as well. Is there anybody else that has any questions or comments before we vote?
I'd just like to clarify one thing that we clarified in admin committee.
Okay.
For anyone who's watching that might not understand what a comprehensive plan is, this is pertinent to our code. It's pertinent to the way things are zoned in our city so that we can grow in a way that is conducive to what we want to see in the future. And this is also something that we budgeted for a great while back. So this is something really good to move forward with, but just in case anyone didn't know, it has everything to do with the way that we grow smart and that we take a look at our infrastructure to make sure that we are going to be able to support the growth that we have.
Absolutely. Growth is great, but having a plan is even better. So, anyone else? All right. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt this resolution?
I moved.
That is a motion by Councilwoman Bobo. Is there a second? I'll make that second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb?
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. 8B10 is a resolution declaring vehicle surplus and donating to Safe Kids Tuscaloosa. Chief Burton.
Yes, sir. We've had a 25-plus year relationship and partnership with Safe Kids Tuscaloosa, and they have a need, and we have a vehicle that we would like to surplus and donate to them. It's a 1998 Ford van.
Okay. Sounds good. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt this resolution for the donation, for the surplus and donation of a 1998 Ford Club van to Safe Kids of Tuscaloosa? That is a motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb?
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
And President Hogg?
Yes. 8C is our consent agenda. This ranges from minutes, bill listings, and PO requisitions. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve the consent agenda as printed? That's a motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second? Second. Second by Councilman Hinton. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb?
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. Item 9 is reports to special committees of council. If there is a member of council that would like to give an update from their committee. Okay. Item 10 is public hearings. I see none on the agenda. Item 11 is city administrator's business. Ms. Webb.
Yes, sir, President Hogg. I am requesting that we consider only having one meeting in the month of October due to several scheduling conflicts that are presenting themselves, and I recommend that we move all committees and council meeting for October to October the 24th.
Okay. This is due to potential scheduling conflicts.
Yes, sir, and I'm afraid our quorum will not allow, even though we'll have a quorum, we won't have sufficient number to consider certain rezoning petitions, and I don't think that's equitable to the petitioners. So I would like to make sure that we can accommodate the request fairly.
Okay. I'm personally good with the October the 24th. Is everybody okay with one meeting then? Okay. Anything else, Ms. Webb?
That is it.
Okay, so I will make the motion to change the October council meeting dates to one meeting in October, and that will be October 24th, and this is due to potential scheduling conflicts and quorum for the council. So October 24th will be our only council meeting in October. And that's in the form of a motion. Is there a second? Second by Councilman Hinton. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. Item 12 is departmental business. I don't see any. Item 13 is mayor and council members' business. We'll start with Mayor Herndon.
Just a couple of things. If you'll keep a watch on the city's website and on the local news and things, Glenda and staff have got a lot of things planned between now and the end of the year. Veterans Day Parade, our Christmas extravaganza. We're expecting bigger and better things even than last year, which was awesome. And I think they've even got something coming up either this week or next week at the County High, kind of Wildcat Bash or. Okay.
Dykes is going to cover that when she gets there.
Okay, I did not step on no toes. That was not me. But anyway, a lot of great things going on. The staff is planning and preparing for, and anyway, just keep a watch.
Yes, sir. District 1, Councilwoman Bobo.
I have no new district business today.
Okay. District 2, Councilman Washington.
I don't.
District 3, Pro Tem Hinton.
None tonight.
District 4, Councilwoman Dykes.
Yeah, I would just want to encourage everybody to come to the Wildcat Better Together Bash on Tuesday night. There's going to be talent straight out of County High. These are not professionals. These are our local kids who will be entertaining us. It will be Tuesday, September 27th, just north of Christ Harbor Church from 5:30 to 8:30. And it is free, and there will be food trucks. Those are not free, though.
5:30 to 8:30, right above Christ Harbor Church on September 27th, Wildcat Bash. Okay? Anything else?
That's all.
Will there be bands?
Yes, that's the kids from County High will be entertaining us.
Okay, good.
And if I could, I will tell you who those individuals are. Jackson Chase will be playing, Caroline Gibson, and Matt McCracken.
Okay.
We'll have Matt and Caroline at 6, and then Jackson will start at 7.
Sounds good. I have heard all of those, and they are very talented. So it'll be a very good event and something that we encourage everyone to be a part of. All right, District 5, I have no business tonight except to say that I'm glad to see that the additional sidewalk for Clear Creek has passed, and that will be done. This will be a great area for connectivity for the residents of Clear Creek to go across the street to Northport Elementary, Northport Intermediate School, and also County High. So I think that's a great thing. That is something that I have been asked about numerous times, about connectivity there with a walking path that leads up to that. So it's good to see that that's happening, and I'm very pleased to see that that passed. Item 14 is the executive session. Mr. Davis or Mr. Cunningham or Ms. Webb, who wants to tell us about the executive session?
Talk about pending litigation, also with the acquisition of property. If you think about 20 minutes, no action will be taken.
Okay.
Come back.
So no action will be taken at the conclusion of that, and we think around 20 minutes, and this is to discuss pending litigation and also potential purchase of real estate. 20 minutes, and staff does not need to stay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to go into an executive session? That's a motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second? Second by Councilman Hinton. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dykes?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. We are in executive session.